Hey, what's up YouTubers? So I just got back from watching Batman vs Superman, or is it Superman vs Batman? I don't know, it's one of them. Okay, wow, this movie is to be honest, I wasn't very excited to go watch it. I felt like I watched the whole movie in the trailer already. And yes, spoiler alert, what you see in the trailer is the movie. I'm gonna go over what I like first, because you know I'm positive, and I got some notes right here. So Batman was good. Ben Affleck was terrific as both Batman and Bruce Wayne. The thing about him that I like a lot better than Christopher Nolan's Batman, Christian Bale, is that he actually look really tough. He looks like a buff guy. He looked like he could F somebody up, you know, like Batman should. Because I've seen a lot of Batman like movies, and a lot of times the actors are, you know, kind of skinny, and I figure, you know, how you gonna beat up criminals if you're like tiny. The suit, oh man, the Batman suit, I love it. I love it. I like the older Batman, like back in the day with Tim Burton's Batman. I loved it. It was slick. He looked like Batman. For me, Batman is very mysterious, you know, and he's not modernized like the way he was shown, you know, with the new Christopher Nolan trilogy. Except for the first one with Batman Begins. Everything else, all the movies after that, it was way too like technical, you know. I feel like he's like half Batman, half Iron Man, and I didn't like that. But this movie, dude, great. As far as Superman goes, I really like the fact that he's very humanized in this film. They explore a lot of his like inner demons and a lot of recreation of like Superman. You see him as this God, like this guy that everyone loves, right? In this movie, not so much. I mean, some people do worship him, but they explore a very human part of his character. Is he doing the right thing? You know, he's helping people, but at the same time, he's hurting people. Blowing up buildings and people are dying because of his battles or whatnot. For me, Superman is very one-dimensional. He's just a godly guy that flies around and saves people. In this movie, not very clear-cut. So I like that. Wonder Woman. Okay, I gotta admit, when I first saw her in the trailer, didn't make a good impression. Aside from being very beautiful. She's that chick from Fast and Furious, right? And when I saw her, I'm like, she's way too delicate to be Wonder Woman. In the movie, however, she's witty, she's sexy, and when she shows up as Wonder Woman in the end, and they start playing the music, she has her own like theme when she shows up. I'm like, yo, that's incredible. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, I got excited, you know. I was about to get out of my seat, but I didn't want to be weird, you know. I'm like the only guy that's standing up. On to the bad things. Lex Luthor. The guy that played Lex Luthor, he sucks in this movie. I like him in American Ultra. I like him in a lot of other films. In this one, as Lex Luthor, he suck. He's like a bootleg wannabe discounted Joker versus, Joker slash Riddler ripoff. He's psychotic, he's childish. He was so annoying in every scene. He's like yelling, he's like, so let's just say he's having a normal speech. He's like, and technology and knowledge is good for the people because I'm like, the F? His jokes were so off. He ruined the movie. Another thing with this movie too that I didn't like is Doomsday. Right? That's the big CGI guy that comes out. Looks like the Abomination from the Hulk movie. I'm like, why? The drama in this movie is so good. The dynamic between Batman and Superman and Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne was great. I thought that's what the movie's about. You know, them two fighting. That's it. And I like how they got everything very grounded. You know, like Batman feels very real. Superman feels very real, you know. You're talking about a guy in a red cape flying around, and they made him a very relatable and real character. And then they bring in Doomsday, and everything is just so CGI, and it's like, it hurts my eye. It's so cartoony, you know. I'm like, I feel like I'm watching two completely different movies. One is very like, you know, realistic, and the other one is like straight up from a video game, and I feel so disjointed, and not just visually but like thematically. I don't know why they put Doomsday in there. I really don't know why. It's unnecessary. I don't like it. I feel like it took away from the movie. I really hate Lex Luthor's character. You have a movie like Batman vs Superman. Dude, the villain better be worth it. This villain is so corny, you know? Overall though, the movie, don't get me wrong, I liked it. But only half the movie. If they took Doomsday out, they took Lex Luthor out and switched up another person, I would have loved it. Wonder Woman, I didn't mind her being in there. She was great. But yeah, overall, it was an average movie for me. You know, I feel like this whole movie tries so hard to set up the DC universe. There was a bunch of scenes with Batman having like visions. I'm not a die-hard fan. I like Batman, I like Superman, but as far as comic goes, I don't collect them. I don't read them. I'm not well versed in all of the, you know, mythology or whatnot. So when I watched it, it's like, it confused me. You know, I didn't get what they're trying to do with it. Like Batman came out in this one vision that he had a gun, he was killing people, he's like in a desert somewhere, he had like a trench coat on, all this thing was flying around him, they looked like a bunch of like ants, I mean not ants but like dragonflies, and I'm like, what? And then he wakes up, and then this one weird guy is like, he's like a professor or something like that, or like a wizard that's like traveling through time, and he's like, wake up Bruce Wayne, this is Lois Lane is the key, and I'm like, bam, he wakes up, and I'm like, if you took all that shit out, the movie would have been better. I just want to say that I liked the movie. Unfortunately, it didn't deliver. You know, the hype was definitely not worth it. It's an okay movie. Like, I'll give it like a 3 out of 5, just because of half of the movie that was so good.